When she comes, she'll be coming around the mountain when she goes. She'll be coming. Oh, damn it! Hetty!
Hetty, it's Herman. Pick up. Fine. Don't pick up. Hetty, I want my key back. I gave you that key for an emergency, not for coming down here and stealing my only clean towel. And my coffee and my peanut butter. And by the way, if you're listening to this, I want my answering machine back. Mrs. Roselli, it's Herman from across the hall. Do you have a towel? I need your, Your help? Roselli? You get locked out of your apartment, too? I gotta get out of the city. This city is exciting. Dangerous.
Troubled.
That woman's not wearing underwear.
Is that all you can think about? Food and sex?
Yes. Please, focus. Look out! Hey, Jack! No time for small talk. We're late. Hetty, hold the elevator. Hetty.
Louise is so sweet.
I think this woman is wearing underwear. I think there's too many people in this elevator. And I think you are all idiots. It's gonna work.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you. Oh, I'm dreading this. Who was that? Heather Brookshire, my best girlfriend in the whole world. How could she be your best girlfriend in the whole world? You never even mentioned her before. That's because she's a competitive, backstabbing bitch. You don't sound like friends. You sound like twins. Not gonna be getting together. She just got married to some doctor. Ever since we were college roommates, she had to outdo me. Now, obviously, she's coming to town to rub it in that she's landed a rich husband and I'm a pathetic failure. You're not a pathetic failure. You're an independent woman like me. Oh, kick me harder, Louise. I was only trying to help. Hey, if you want to help, come up with a lie that I can tell Heather. Well, why don't you tell her that you're too busy to get married because you have a very important job, and tell her that you don't need a rich husband because you're rich yourself. You work on Wall Street. Yeah, maybe I'm a venture capitalist. Well, I was thinking streetwalker, but we can go with that. Excuse me, Mr. Bracken. I have a friend in from out of town. Could I take an extra long coffee break?
You've got to be kidding.
I don't think that's an unreasonable request.
No, I meant you have a friend? Herman, you're late, and you're getting smaller.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bracken. I got locked out of my apartment this morning and had to borrow some clothes from my neighbor. Hetty, I gave you that key in case of an emergency.
Okay, take it easy. Mr. Bracken, can I go?
Yes, Eddie, you can go. Louise, get back to work. Mr. Bojangles, it's Dan.
Hey, we're still on for a movie tonight, right? Oh, sorry, Jay. I'm going to have to cancel out on you. Oh, why? Why? Because we got a date with Tawny, that's why.
But we promised Jay we would go out with him. We can't just ditch our friend.
Yeah, but can Jay compete with Tawny? Well, let's see. Contestant number 1. And contestant number 2. And the winner is Tawny!
I'm so happy for you.
Sorry, Jay, I've got a date later on tonight.
Well, unless she's a big David Byrne fan, I would change before I went.
Mr. Bracken, I gotta go home and change. I'll be right back.
Oh, terrific. Why don't you all go home and change into other wardrobes or have cappuccino with your friends? Or since we have nothing better to do around here, why don't you take in a matinee of a hit Broadway show?
Oh, boy, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, you're excellent.
Louise, don't you recognize sarcasm?
Of course I do. Don't you? I mean, you don't actually think I'd go see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, do you? I mean, who would actually go see that? You would actually go see that?
I bought the CD.
Oh, excellent purchase, sir. And that's why you're the boss. And I'm looking at the butt end of the unemployment line.
Here.
Well, made a copy for key in case that mildew in my shower comes back and I gotta buy your toothbrush again.
Hetty, out, now.
Trust me, I can explain everything. I just had coffee with Heather Brookshire.
Oh, that explains everything. Who the hell is Heather Brookshire?
She is my best friend, who I assumed married this rich guy for his money. But she double-crossed me. It turns out this guy is poor, and she married him for love. Selfish bitch.
Why am I listening to this?
She thinks she's better than me. Well, two can play at that game. I can fall in love with someone poor and more pathetic than he'll ever be. Wait till she gets a load of you, Herman.
Me?
Yeah, I told her you and I were married.
Oh, no way. No way. No way. No way.
What?
I'm not doing it.
Herman, this is very important to me. Heather Brookshire has one-upped me in everything. When I went out with the star receiver, she went out with the star quarterback. When I dated the class treasurer, she dated the class president. When she went out with Alec Baldwin, I got stuck with Bubba.
Who is Bubba?
Bubba Baldwin, the only Baldwin brother who never made a movie.
I don't know, Hetty.
Oh, come on, Herman. You only have to fake it for a few hours. I invited her over for dinner.
Well, I have a date tonight.
To be able to have your date, we'll be done with dinner by 10 at the latest.
Hetty.
Oh, come on, Herman. I'd fake it for you. Of course, it would be the first time because I never have to fake it for you.
Wait a minute. Don't you see what she's doing? She's trying to butter us up.
Hey, I got no problem, as long as we get to butter her up, too.
Okay, but can we at least use margarine? The boys in the heart are really going to raise a stink.
I think we should help her. It wouldn't be that difficult. After all, we were in love with her once.
No, that is ancient history. Now, look, this woman needs to be taught a lesson. If she wants us to play house, well, then she's going to have to do something for us in return.
That's right. We scratch her back, she scratches our,
Our what?
Hey, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I want to pick the perfect place.
Let me handle this.
All right, I'll do it under one condition. You clean my apartment. Maid service for the next 2 weeks.
No way.
Fine, no deal. And good luck finding a bigger loser than me.
Well, I guess I told her.
Right, you got a deal. I will clean your apartment for 2 weeks.
That's right. I scratch your back, you scratch my...
Well, have you thought of the place?
Yeah. It's a place where nymphs run naked and free, and you can eat all the pizza and chocolate you want.
And you want her to scratch you there?
Hey, once I'm there, who the hell needs her?
Well, I scratch your what?
Oh, never mind. What time is dinner?
Dinner's at 8. See you then. Are you sure I can't get you some dessert?
No, thank you, Hetty. It looks delicious, but it's hard for me to eat dessert when other people have so little.
Right, didn't have any problems with pork chops.
Honey, will you help me with the dishes?
Oh, gee, I would, babe, but you know how you always kick me out of the kitchen.
Hetty, I have to admit, I am so surprised at how domestic you've become. But I guess it's easy to be so supportive of Herman when he is doing such important work.
Important work? Research?
Sweetheart, you are too modest. The environmental research that my husband is doing will someday save our planet.
That sounds fascinating. What part of the environment are you trying to save?
Go ahead, honey. Tell her which part.
Ducks. Oh, I hate to cut this short, but I'm going to have to get some shut-eye. Tomorrow we're doing some very important research.
Really? What?
Oh, well, it's kind of technical, but we're this close to saving all the little baby ducks. And if we can save the baby ducks, the odds of them becoming adult ducks gets way better.
Sometimes I'm still amazed at the way his mind works.
Well, you two have been so incredibly gracious. And I love your place.
It's not much, but Hetty keeps it clean. She scrubs the floor and cleans the stove. Heck, she even cleans behind the refrigerator, where the rats go to die.
He's just kidding.
No, I'm not.
Well, I guess I better go check into a hotel.
Yeah, night.
You don't have a hotel yet?
Not exactly. Look, this is a little awkward for me, but I had no idea that the hotel rates in Manhattan were so high. I was wondering, could I stay here this evening?
We would love to have you stay.
Thanks. You won't even know I'm here. Now, you two just go ahead and snuggle into bed.
To reach you at the bar, something came up and I'm running just a few minutes late, but stay there at McAnally's and I'll be right over, okay? And don't talk to strangers. Bye.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
You promised I'd be out of here after dinner, and I am out of here.
What if Heather wakes up? Where am I supposed to say you are?
Tell her there was a crisis. We have a sick duck. Tell her I have to perform an emergency appendectomy.
Uncle, please, I will make it up to you. I will.
All right, let's get naked.
Wait a minute. Heather is asleep right over there.
Oh, you think we can get both of them?
Clearly, that's not what he's saying. We can't handle two women. We get winded after one.
Sorry, Eddie, I am out of here. You get the hell out of here!
Hi, this is Herman. Leave a message after the beep.
Herman, it's Tawny. I'm still waiting. Where are you, you big tease?
Shut up! Wait, did you hear the phone ring?
Herman, if you're not here in 5 minutes, I may just have to go off with some other guy.
Hi. Oh, did the phone ring? We were in the bathroom.
Yeah, with someone named Tawny.
Who's Tawny?
It's me.
Whoever she is, she's waiting for Herman at a bar.
Who the hell is Tawny?
All right. Stand back, I'm gonna lie.
Wait, you know Tawny? Our new lab assistant. I didn't recognize her at first. I always refer to her as Miss Brightman. She loves those ducks. Her favorite mallard died yesterday. Oh, Quacker, you've heard me speak of him. Yeah, she's hitting the sauce pretty hard. Orange sauce. She thought that if she ate him, she'd feel better, but only made her feel worse, I think. I don't know if it's the emotions or if it was just undercooked.
Hetty, can't you see that he's cheating on you?
Herman, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Oh, Hetty! I think you're going a little too far. Hetty! Hetty! Open up! Hetty! I'm serious now, let me in.
Go away, Herman. Can't you see you've hurt her enough?
Okay, Heather, this is all a big lie.
You're right, Herman. Our whole marriage has been one big lie.
But we were never really married.
Maybe you weren't, Herman, but there was never any pure love to my love for you.
Oh. Mrs. Roselli, it's Herman Brooks from across the hall again. What do you have in the way of casual wear?
Herman, what happened to you?
It was a nightmare, Louise. Once again, I was locked out of my apartment. Once again, I had to borrow clothes from my neighbor. And by the time I got to McAnally's, some other guy had picked up my date. So I went over to Jay's, thinking I'd crash there. Only he never came home, and I had to doze off in the hallway.
You call that a nightmare? I'll tell you a nightmare. I'm out on the stoop of my building in my pajamas. My landlord comes by, strips nude, chases me around on roller skates, playing kung fu fighting on the harmonica.
What did you have to eat before you went to bed?
Are you kidding? After that, I was too upset to go to bed or eat.
Hey. You know what you would look good in? Is Argyle. I don't even want to ask. Come here. You're not going to believe what happened to me last night. Oh, let me guess. You went out to a bar, you met some woman, and you slept with her. Whoa, you are good. Anyway, she was this unbelievably hot blonde that I picked up at McAnally's that some jerk stood up. Whoa. Wait a minute, Jay. Was this woman's name Tawny? What are you, Kreskin? That's unbelievable. Jay, Tawny was supposed to be my date. You're kidding. Oh, my. I'm sorry. Well, it's not like she was carrying a sign. What were you thinking? We had an incredible time. I took her back to my place. The only weird part was, like, at around midnight, some old golfer came knocking at my door. I'm sorry, Herman. I'm sorry. If I knew it was you... Oh, Jay, you wouldn't have done anything differently. That's right. That's uncanny. Herman, you must use this power only for good.
Hey, thanks, champ. You were really convincing last night. Worked out great.
What the hell are you talking about? It didn't work out great.
Yes, it did. After you left, Heather confessed that her husband, St. Alexander, cheated on her a few months back. So when you called this morning...
Well, I did not call you this morning.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, you were in tears. You begged my forgiveness. And I decided to take you back. Heather left this morning thinking that my life is better than hers. I won.
Well, we'll see how smug you feel after 2 weeks of cleaning my apartment and doing my laundry.
Oh, geez, Herman, you're not really going to hold me to that.
Oh, not going to hold you to that.
A little spat. What happened? He hit from the ladies' tea again?
Hetty, can I talk to you for a minute?
Well, welcome to the research room. Let me introduce you to Herman's colleagues. This is Dr. Fitzer, Dr. Earl, and the head of the research department, Mr. Bracken.
What, I can't be a doctor?
You can stop all this. As I was leaving this morning, I got to talking to your neighbor, and she told me the truth. By the way, Herman, Mrs. Roselli is very fond of you.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Oh, you can't believe Mrs. Roselli. This woman is senile. I once saw her take off her
Oh,
dress.
come on, Hetty. She's obviously on to us. Okay, Heather, we're not married, and I've never saved a duck in my life.
Not one duck?
Hetty, last night I thought you were in pain, so I opened up to you about my marriage. But you weren't in any pain. It was all just a game at my expense. Thanks a lot. And goodbye.
Oh, come on, like this is so different than the time you stuck me with Bubba Baldwin.
That was a long time ago, Hetty. And I've changed. But obviously you haven't. You're still the same old Hetty. You don't feel anything. And that's why you're never really going to fall in love. And no one is going to fall in love with you. Frankly, I feel sorry for you.
All right, people, let's get back to work. Hetty, why don't you take the rest of the day off?
You know what this group needs? A couple of numbers from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. The singingest, dancingest Bible story ever.
Point of fact, Louise, the singingest, dancingest Bible story ever was a musical called Deuteronomy.
Never heard of it.
I know. I spent 3 years of my life writing that thing. You want to hear part of it?
Not really.
Step into my office.
Eddie.
Hi, Herman.
Well, I didn't expect to see you here.
Why not? We had a deal.
Oh, right.
Can't we comfort her? I feel so sorry for her.
Hold it. Hey, do you feel sorry for her?
No.
Hey, big guy, what do you think?
Well, she's on all fours. What do you think I think?
You're completely useless to me. Let's stand over there. You see, you're outvoted.
Eddie, if you think making good on this maid thing makes it all better between us, you're wrong. I'm still mad at you for dragging me into this whole mess.
You're right, Herman, and I'm sorry.
Well, I accept your apology.
And Heather's right, too. No one is ever going to fall in love with someone like me.
All right, tell her how we feel.
Look, Heather's right to be angry with you for what you did. You did a really lousy thing. And you do need to change, but come on, she's dead wrong about no one ever falling in love with you.
How would you know?
Because even with all your flaws, there's someone deep down inside of you who's lovable. I mean, I should know. I fell in love with her once. I mean, if one guy can fall for you, Hetty, it's going to happen again. Well, I better go change.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Hetty, I think there's something else you need to hear.
What's that?
Something's starting to stink behind the refrigerator, and for your sake, I hope it's food.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Jeff Allen. Coming up next on Newswatch at 10 p.m., an Altoona man accused of assaulting and raping a 3-year-old. Well, he's headed to trial, and we'll have an exclusive report.
And I'm Donya Archer. Controversy over police service in a Johnstown suburb could be headed for court.
Also ahead tonight, no new taxes in Cambria County. Good news, we're going to show you how they did it.
And meteorologist Paul Douglas has a very wintry forecast.
Ryan Brandt's in for John Durr with all the sports. Stick around. Newswatch coming your way next.
Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy.